The sudden scene terrified everyone. Chaos immediately broke out on the street. The people in the bar rushed over to see what had happened. They found that the man was already dead. In the blink of an eye, the crowd on the street had disappeared. They couldn't see the shooter and didn't dare to go outside to check. The bartender tried to call the police but realized there was no signal. People whispered among themselves. Just when they were wondering what was going on, a noise suddenly came from the bathroom. They found a fat man slumped over the toilet with a used syringe lying on the floor. Everyone assumed he was doing drugs and quickly turned away. Meanwhile, an armored vehicle arrived outside. Everyone thought they were finally going to be saved. But to their shock, the vehicle ignored them, just dropped a few tires on the ground and set them on fire, then drove off. To their surprise, just after the vehicle left, a news report came on TV. A fire had broken out in the city center, and to prevent it from spreading, the authorities had evacuated the area and sealed off the scene. Everyone was stunned. As they were still in disbelief, the person from the bathroom finally emerged. They saw that the fat man's condition was worse than they expected. His terrifying appearance made it hard to even look at him. In the next moment, he collapsed on the ground. When they picked up his phone, they discovered he was a soldier. His photo gallery revealed pictures of him in protective gear like an epidemic control worker. Seeing the fat man's tragic state, they realized he had contracted some kind of virus. A woman accidentally knocked over a crate of alcohol and discovered a drainage hole underneath. A homeless man took off his coat and pants, then poured a bucket of oil over his body. Afterward, he tried to crawl down the hole, but his large body couldn't fit through. Soon they realized someone had barged into the bar, opening fire indiscriminately. As they came out of the basement, Mary found her phone. Through the chat history, they made an alarming discovery. The messages mentioned a vaccine for the virus. What they didn't know was that the vaccine was in the bathroom. The homeless man had found it first. The group went to the bathroom door only to find the vaccine had already been taken. The homeless man revealed there were only 4 doses, but 5 of them were left. This meant that one person would have to die. As they argued over what to do, the homeless man injected himself with one of the doses. John, afraid the noise would attract the others, didn't dare to shoot, so he could only watch as the homeless man finished the injection. Unfortunately, the vaccine fell into the drain. With no vaccine to be found, everyone slowly began to calm down. Now they needed someone small to crawl into the drain and get it. That person, of course, was Mary. After covering herself in oil, Mary squeezed into the hole. Even with her small frame, it was still incredibly difficult to get through. In the end, with the help of 2 others, they managed to push her through. Once she retrieved the vaccine, Mary didn't give it to them. She demanded they do the same, crawl down into the sewer like she did, and then they could discuss how to divide the vaccine. Meanwhile, the others were trying to find a way to widen the hole. As per Mary's request, they began crawling into the sewer. John threatened Mary, demanding she hand over the vaccine, but of course she refused. John pointed his gun at the bartender's head, saying that if they killed him, they 3 could share the vaccine. Luckily, John was still rational enough not to shoot. The woman took John's gun, walked to a corner, and chose to end her life. By doing so, she redeemed herself, leaving hope for the others.